Hello students, today we will discuss syllabus of class 10th computer application, and we are discussing that first unit. In last video class we discussed some topics of our first unit, and today we will discuss some more topics of the unit 1. So the topic which we are going to discuss is downloading and uploading files from remote server, remote site. A remote term means a file that is not available in our physical device, means the machine which we are using directly, that file is not available there. We wish to get that file from somewhere else, means the computers, the hosts connected to the network. Using internet we will get that file, we will access that file, and if we have any file in our computer and we wish to send to another computer, to remote computers with the help of internet, that is our uploading and downloading. So these process we will discuss in upcoming slides. So just see this figure, and this figure clearly explains what is uploading and what is downloading. Uploading means sending file from your local PC to a remote computer, from your local host to a remote host, and downloading means getting file from a remote host to your local host. And this is the process. This is very simple. The simplest definition is this, and this picture illustrates very clearly what uploading means and what downloading means. See the direction of arrow from computer to the cloud is here. Cloud represents the internet, the devices available on internet, the devices connected to the network. And downloading means getting files from the cloud, getting files from internet, means from somewhere else that is not directly connected to you. Okay. Now see the definition of downloading: receiving data or a file from the internet on your computer. Same thing that figure illustrates. And to download the file, one should click on the link. This is the procedure how to download. If we wish to download any file, we have to click on the hyperlink given in the website. That hyperlink may be of multiple kinds, means some websites displays a clear link and some websites do not display the link. So that time we click on the particular file, right click, and there we have option save as or copy link URL, and then using that URL we can copy. There are lots of ways to download, but the main topic, what is downloading, so we should get clear meaning of the downloading. What downloading is: downloading means getting a file from remote server. Okay. Now what is uploading? Uploading, that was downloading, means loading file to the downward direction. Downward direction means from server, from internet to your computer, and this is uploading, loading files in upward direction, means from our local host to the remote PC, sending data or a file from your computer to the internet. This is the definition. Okay. Example of uploading files, because you will be thinking, when we are uploading the files, multiple times we used to upload, but we do not know sometimes that we are uploading. When we are sending a mail, we are writing a mail, that mail is being uploaded to the server, to the mail server, and we are doing it. In that there is one option also, attachment, means on the attachment section we may attach some more files, means file up to 15 GB, 15 MB, 20 MB, whatever the size that mail server permits, we upload that also. But if we are sending mail, that is also being uploaded. Posting photos to a social media, on a social media site, means if you are using WhatsApp, you are using Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and you are uploading anything, you are uploading any video on the Facebook, that is also the process of uploading. If you are sending an MP3 through WhatsApp to anyone, that is also the process of uploading. First that file will be uploaded to the server, and then the copy of that file, the link of that file will be sent to the your client, your desired person, your friend, your relatives, whoever you wish to send, to whomever you wish to send, they will get the link. Once after that file is being uploaded to the server of that particular website, particular social media, means on the Facebook media, on the WhatsApp media, wherever. So I think uploading is also clear. Even clicking on a link on a web page sends a tiny data upload. Means when we click on a hyperlink, when we click on a link, that also uploads our request to the server. Suppose if you come to know there is a link to download any file. If we are clicking, means we are uploading our instruction to the server, then that server, that website will grant the access to that file and we will download. Okay. So uploading means sending data up to the server. Now, protocols. Protocols are very important things, not in the computer field, not in the computer network, in each and every sector. Means in our daily life, in our school life, in our college life, we come across some protocols. And what is protocol here? Protocol means rules and regulations. The same definition is being used with the computer network also. Means when we talk about the protocols on the computer networks, they are the set of rules and regulations that defines how the data will send from one computer to the another computer, or how one computer will receive the data, how they will acknowledge, how they will receive. Means whatever the procedures are required to make their communication easily over internet or without internet, these protocols work there, and they works in a very efficient manner. We never came to know that what is happening actually. We just know we are sending this file and this file is being sent. That's it, we know. But these things happens in the background to ensure our communication 100%. Just see the definition. A protocol is a standard set of rules that allow electronic devices to communicate with each other. Electronic devices. Our computer is also an electronic device. Our mobiles are also an electronic device. Our laptops, our PDAs, printers, they are able to communicate. If they are able to communicate, still means if these devices are able to communicate, it means some protocol is working there to make their communication easier, to make their communication smooth. Okay. So this is the standard set of rules and regulations. These rules include what type of data may be transmitted, what commands are used to send and receive data, and how data transfers are confirmed. Data transfers are confirmed means if two persons are included in the communication of file sending, one node 1 is sending data to the node B, then node B, after receiving the data, acknowledges. He gives, means node B sends acknowledgement back to the node A that I have received data, and then node A sends an acknowledgement to the network that I have completed my network data sending process. Then another nodes may get activated to send the data. Suppose in our network we have 4 computers. Suppose we have 4 computers, and computer 1 is sending data to computer 2. That time computer 3 and computer 4 are waiting. Computer 2 also willing to send data, but still computer 2 will wait, and he will be waiting for receiving the data, and he will be waiting to send the data also. 3 computers are waiting in the network, and network 1 is computer 1 is occupying that network, because protocols decides which route they will follow to send the data, to will carry the data. So all the computers in the network, they used to wait for a particular moment till data is being sent. That's why protocol ensures that if computer 1 has finished sending process, then he must acknowledge to the network that yes, I have completed my data sending process. Then all other computers will get access. All the computers will get this notification that data sending process of computer 1 is completed. Now if you wish, you may proceed. Okay, I think it is clear. Now in our syllabus we have a topic internet protocols. So before discussing internet protocols, we should know the protocols. That's why I discussed protocol. Now we will discuss internet protocols. There are lots of internet protocols, but as per our syllabus permits, we will discuss some of them, and whatever the protocols we are going to discuss, they are included on the next slide. So please read them once, and then we will discuss them one by one. We are going to discuss TCP and IP, SMTP, POP3, HTTP, HTTPS. TCP and IP, these are two different protocols, but most of the time both are being used as a single protocol, means both are being used in the combination. Every time you will see TCP/IP. TCP and IP works together to make the work more comfortable, more secure, more reliable, more efficient. We will get to know why both protocols are being combined every time after getting their definitions. So be ready. We are going to discuss first TCP, then we will discuss IP, then we will discuss SMTP, then POP3, then HTTP, then HTTPS. TCP stands for Transmission Control Protocol. Let's see on the next slide. TCP, Transmission Control Protocol. The first letter of every word is colored in a different color, so that we can get the shortcuts of there also, the short form of there also. TCP in red color, and the full form is Transmission Control Protocol. This protocol is there for the transmission and control of that particular thing. See the definition. This is a connection oriented protocol. This is also reliable protocol, means this is reliable and connection oriented. What it means connection oriented? Means if two persons are included in the communication, means computer 1 and computer 2, there is a virtual link created in between them, computer A and computer B. A virtual link, a virtual path we can say. Means now all the file, all the data will be sent using that path. Okay. Now, and this is reliable, means whatever the file we will send, that will be delivered to the destination, and we will get confirmation also that this file is delivered. Now it offers end-to-end packet delivery. End-to-end means it creates a virtual link between both two computers. Suppose for example, if you call your friend using your landline or your mobile, then what happens? A link created between you and your friend. Now whatever you will say, that will reach to your friend, 100% that will reach. Means you have to assume that network connectivity is very good, 100% okay, because the protocols will not ensure your network connectivity. Network connectivity is a different thing. This protocol is responsible for sending your data, transmitting your data from. So using that link, means that link ensures then whatever you will speak, that will be delivered to your friend. Same way TCP works. That's why it offers end-to-end packet delivery. Then it acts as a backbone for connection, because whatever the physical link, means if you are connected to the wireless network or wired network, beyond that it creates a link. Means whatever the media you are using, doesn't matter, it creates a virtual link between you and your sender, means between source and destination. That's why it works as a backbone. It works on transport layer of OSI module. OSI module is a 7-layer network module, open system interconnections. It is a 7-layer modules, and we will discuss later if our syllabus permits. Otherwise we may discuss it also if we get time, if we get enough time. Open OSI module. Now see this figure. This figure uses TCP and IP together, because every time TCP and IP, means maximum time TCP and IP are being used together. Now see, this is the user, and user is using internet, and this internet is helping user to get connected with the server, means with the remote host. For what? Here user interface, control process, data transfer process, and same processes are available on server side also. Control process, data transfer process, and these control process and data transfer process is being connected using TCP and IP. Means there are two different connections which we are talking end-to-end connection. This line indicates that virtual connection means control process is connected to the control process, data transfer process is connected to the data transfer protocol process. And how it is possible? It is possible just because of TCP and the combination of IP. Now what IP do, we will discuss just on the next slide. IP stands for Internet Protocol. See the red color I, red color P. Combine these red color text and this will become the short form of this protocol, IP, and this is now Internet Protocol. This is connectionless and unreliable protocol. Means if you are using Internet Protocol to send your data, it will send, but it will not provide you the guarantee that your file will be delivered 100%, because it doesn't create a virtual connection between you and your destination. And on the same way, TCP creates a virtual connection that was connection oriented and reliable, and this doesn't create a virtual connection, that's why it is not reliable. So this is connectionless and unreliable protocol, and it must be paired with TCP IP to make it reliable. So if we wish to use Internet Protocol and we wish to get reliability also, then we have to combine it with TCP, and when these two protocols will combine, they will provide you a better result. It transmits data in the form of datagram. What is datagram? Datagram is a form of packet. For the timing, we can say datagram is a type of packet. And what datagram is, just see on the next slide. Datagram is type of packet. So now discussing datagram. The length of datagram is variable. Means it is a type of container that contains your data and some other things also. And what is that? Just read the next line. Datagram divided into two parts. One is header and another is data. Header contains the control information, means the address of source, address of destination, which path they are using, and whatever the necessary information is, what type of data is, what is the length of data, means each and everything that is included in header section. And length of header is 20 to 60 bytes. More precise, they are keeping size very less so that they can consume less traffic on the internet and file gets delivered efficiently, on time, securely. Now header contains information of routing and delivery of the packet. Routing means which route they will follow, how they are going to send data, and delivery means where to get that data, means where to deliver that data, not get, where to deliver that data, means address of host, address of destination, and same means same time they are containing address of source also, because if the receiver denies, no, I am not going to receive this data, how he will come to know that this data is coming from a reliable source? If anyone is sending courier to you, will you receive all your courier packets? They might contain something that is not safe for you. So first of all, we used to check who is sending this data. If we do not know, we think a lot before accepting that packet. In the same way, networks are every time on the risk of cyber attacks, viruses, Trojan horses, malwares. So these protocols helps to make sure. So that's why this header information contains the information of sender also. So the receiver will decide. If he knows the sender, he will accept the data, otherwise he will deny. Okay. So next protocol was SMTP, Simple Mail Transfer Protocol. As the name suggests, this protocol is to transfer the mails. This is the protocol used for sending email over the internet. Means if we are sending any email, they use SMTP, Simple Mail Transfer Protocol. Mail server uses SMTP to relay that message to the correct receiving mail server. Means if you are sending mail from your mobile device, or from computer, from Outlook, from any email client, that email will go to the correct mail server. Suppose you are using Gmail and you are willing to send email to a particular, a personal domain name, so for example.com, guest at example.com. So it is the responsibility of SMTP to identify that example.com server and to send the mail to that particular domain. This is the responsibility of SMTP. Otherwise that mail will go somewhere else, and that is not safe, that is not good. So network will become unreliable. Okay, so this is the responsibility of SMTP. Now the next protocol is post office protocol. POP was there. We have written POP3, POP3. Here 3 indicates the version 3 of this protocol. So post office protocol version 3 we are using nowadays. Okay. So just we are going to discuss. So it is a simple standardized method of delivering email message. Means SMTP was to send the message from your machine to the mail server, from the device which you are using to that device, to from that device to email server. And this protocol is responsible to get that emails from the mail server to your device, to your inbox. And this is post office protocol. Means you will get the clear definition of this when you are when you will use email clients like Outlook, Thunderbird. Lots of email clients are there. When you will use this, then you have to configure SMTP, means incoming mails, outgoing mail server, and POP3 incoming mail server. This is known as the incoming mail, and SMTP is known as the outgoing mail server, means outgoing mail protocol, and this is incoming mail protocol. That is responsible for the outgoing, means from the mails that will go to the mail server, and this protocol is responsible for the mails that will come from the mail server to your inbox on that is configured on your local machine. Okay. POP3 mail server receives emails and filter them into the appropriate user folder. Okay, appropriate user folder means on a same email server there are millions of accounts, but this is the responsibility of this protocol that filters the email and that delivers the right email to the right user. Okay. Now hypertext transfer protocol, in short HTTP. Hypertext transfer protocol is a communication protocol. It defines the communication between browser and the web server. Browser and web server means internet browser, which we use to access the websites like Internet Explorer, Google Chrome, Mozilla Firefox, Opera. Okay, lots of browsers are there. So we use these browsers to access the websites, and those websites are available on web server. So that browser and web server communicates just like our client server communication method. So browser acts like client, and that requests, and web server is the server. So HTTP is responsible for their communication. It defines the communication, and because of this procedure, because of this communication, this is also known as the request and response protocol. Here browser requests for the resources, and here server grants the access, gives the response. So that's why it is also called as known as a request and a response protocol, because of its working nature. HTTP works on two methods, means this is the method that is used with HTTP, get method and post method. Okay, get method is a method which is used to send files, and here security is not there, means much security is not there. And in the post method, whatever data we are sending, that are being encrypted, that are being sent securely. Okay, we'll discuss these two methods in detail, get and post, when we'll come to discuss HTTP in detail. Okay, when we will design websites, when we used to write codes, there we will pay attention on the get and post method practically also. Now, HTTPS, it was also written there, HTTPS. Here S stands for secure, means hypertext transfer protocol secure. It is HTTP over TLS. Formerly it was known as HTTP over SSL, but now it is HTTP over TLS. And what is TLS? What is SSL? TLS means transport layer security, encryption protocol that ensures security, that ensures encrypted data is being delivered, means data is safe from the intruders, from the hackers, from the disturbing elements on network. That's why these protocols are used. Okay, earlier SSL was being used, now TLS is being used. SSL stands for secure socket layer. Secure socket layer protocol. It was also an encryption protocol, means it was also a protocol that uses encryption method to deliver our data safely and securely. Okay, TSL/SSL is used for security purposes. Okay, data is being sent using an encryption method. Means normal text is not being forwarded. And HTTPS is being used on the websites where security is must, like our Gmail, when we log in there, our banking sites, Facebook. We have seen HTTPS fb.com, HTTPS gmail.com. So these sites ensures more security by adding SSL or TLS to gain the trust of users, because if your data will be delivered securely, you will trust on that particular sites. And it is necessary also, means whenever we use any confidential information on website, we must be sure that this website is using HTTPS or not. If you are going to going to enter your authentication information, your secret credentials on any website, then be 100% sure that that website uses HTTPS, means HTTP secure. So it is your responsibility to be 100% sure before entering any credentials, before entering any secret information. Okay. Now, remote login. Remote login is a term that is used to get login access of a computer that is not directly physically or directly connected to you, means that is not directly available to you. Just see the definition. A login that allows a user terminal to connect to a host computer via a network or direct telecommunication link. A user terminal on which you are going to work to a host computer. Host means your local host machine via a network or direct telecommunication. Means that device is not directly connected to you, but using internet and using some different protocols, some specific protocols that are built for this purpose only, we can access the host, the computer available on the remote site. Okay, we will discuss some protocols that are used for this purpose. Now, next term is file transfer. What is this? File transfer. Uploading and downloading. Both are the example of file transfer. Okay, do not pay the attention on the direction where they are sending the data. Uploading means sending file, and downloading, receiving file. But what is the actual process? Actual process is that file is being transferred. Means in one process file is being transferred from server to you, and in another process file is being transferred from your computer to the server. But in both the cases file transfer is happening. See, the transmission of the file through a communication medium from one computer to another computer, and that computer could be client server, client server, anything that may happen. But what is important? The important is this: transmission of files. Transmission of files through a communication medium. Communication medium, that could be internet, intranet, wireless, wired, anything. So example, uploading and downloading. Now, remote login and file transfer protocols. In detail, we are going to discuss some protocols. There are lots of protocols also here. Here also, just like the internet protocols. But we are not going to discuss all the protocols because our syllabus do not permit us. So we'll discuss the protocols which are necessary for our syllabus. So we are going to discuss SSH, in short. SSH is abbreviated form of Secure Cell Protocol, SFTP, Secure File Transfer Protocol, FTP, File Transfer Protocol, SCP, Secure Copy Protocol, Telnet, SMTP, Simple Mail Transfer Protocol, TCP/IP, Transmission Control Protocol, and Internet Protocol. We are not going to discuss SMTP and TCP/IP here again because just we have discussed SMTP and TCP/IP. So we will discuss SSH, SFTP, FTP, SCP, and Telnet only. So start with SSH. In short, it is written as SSH, but its full form, or it stands for Secure Cell. Okay, Secure Cell. It is a cryptographic network protocol. It is also used for encrypted data delivery. Data is being encrypted using this protocol. Used for operating network services securely over unsecured network. Means if there is any network that is not secure, then you are advised, you are guided to use Secure Cell Protocol to make that unsecure network reliable for the time being. You are communicating, you are sending your data. Okay. Typical applications include remote login and remote command execution. This protocol also helps you to get access of the remote computer, means to log in on the remote computer from your local machine, and it also helps you to execute the commands on the remote machine. Okay, but any network service can be secured with SSH, although it supports remote login and remote command execution, but we may secure any network service with the help of SSH. It is the versatile protocol. Now next, before discussing secure FTP, we should know what FTP is. FTP means File Transfer Protocol, and it is a client server standard used to transfer files between computers over the internet. Means it also helps to download the file. Downloading is also the example of file transfer. So this protocol is a client server standard, means it helps you to transfer files from the server to the client. And sometimes also it is used to transfer the files from the client to the host. Okay. It uses control and data channel to transfer files. It uses control channel and data channel to transfer files. Control channel for the necessary information, for the routes, for the destination address and host address, server source address, destination address, lots of information that are being included in the control channel, and the data, whatever the file we are going to transfer, we are willing to transfer, that is included in the data channel. Now, secure file transfer protocol. So this is also a protocol like FTP, but it uses some different method, some another method to secure the data, and it also uses Secure Cell. It builds on the FTP and includes SSH, Secure Cell Protocol, also known as Secure Cell FTP. Means it is not only Secure File Transfer Protocol, it is also known as Secure Cell File Transfer Protocol, because SSH is being used there. So we have discussed SSH, use of SSH. It provides the encrypted method, cryptographic network, and it is used to make unreliable network more secure. So FTP is not more reliable, FTP is not secure. That's why SSH is included, bounded over FTP, because FTP was not secure, but SSH is cryptographic network, it is more secure, it is more reliable than FTP, so it makes SSH more secure than FTP. And it is used for transferring large file over the web. Means if you used to send ample amount of data, large amount of data, then this is very beneficial. Now, SCP protocol, secure copy protocol. So this protocol, what is the use of this protocol? It helps to transfer computer files securely from local host to the remote host. It is also a file transfer protocol from remote local host to remote host, and it also helps to transfer files between remote host to another remote host. Okay, means somehow what it is doing, it is creating the copy of the file. Means if you are sending any file from your computer to the another computer, what you are doing, that file is still with you, but a copy of that file is being sent to the remote computer, to the host, remote host also. Okay, so this protocol helps to transfer files securely from local host to the remote host, and also from the remote host to the another remote host. Okay, it works on SSH protocol technique. The technique of SSH protocol is being used here also, and it supports encryption and authentication. Encryption means whatever the text message is, that is being converted in another form, that is the encryption, the simplest definition of encryption. And authentication means it ensures that are you an authorized access to that resource which you are accessing, which you are sending, are you authorized? So it checks your authentication also. Okay, now Telnet, it is very important protocol. It is also a remote login protocol. It provides a bidirectional interactive text oriented communication facility. Bidirectional means in both the direction, means client can communicate with server, server can communicate with client also using this protocol. Okay, it is used to virtually access a computer, means from local computer we can access a remote computer. Okay, it uses TCP IP for creating remote sessions. Means if you are going to access a computer available on the remote, means available on the network which you are going to access from your local host, a session will be created, because TCP is a connection oriented protocol, and to log in that machine, a virtual connection, a direct connection should be there. That's why TCP IP is there, TCP IP are there to make a virtual link, so that way you will feel that you are directly working on that PC, but that login command will be executed using telnets. And this is the bidirectional. Now the server will directly communicate, all other protocols will not work there, telnet will work there. Okay, so some topics are discussed here, and some topics are still remaining, which we will discuss in our next video class. Okay, thank you.